Okay, I have about this much hair left, and I could try and squeeze. Well, it's actually, let me stop. I could put this one little piece in, but never mind. I'll start on this, my 427 and 30 mix. I stopped about halfway. And with the rest, I'm going up. And as you can see, this is just going to be a nicely, I'm going to cut it up real good up here. And it's just going to fall like, blow. Ooh. I can't wait, y'all. Yes, my husband always says I'm very extra. Okay. So, because I have a whole half a bundle already prepared over there and split, I can pretty much take my time with this. Again, making it as close as possible to my other hair, because before, remember, I spread it out really good, but being as though I got 2 bundles and a half a bundle, I don't really have to worry about that. And as I said, I wanted a thick kind of looking bob instead of a like really thin one, because I want that volume when I cut it and everything to be like and just fall. So I just need to look over here 1 second, make sure I'm not on my skin, make sure I'm really close to, yes, but not over into this area, into my baby hairs, where the hair will kind of you know, begin to lift up on the edges. Look at those thick, chunky streaks. Oh, I just love a good thick, chunky streak. I can just see it. Bow, bow, bow. Okay. So anyway, sometimes, no, you better not get no glue on my hair. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I want to take it, make sure that it's not on my baby hairs, make sure it's really close to all my other hair, because I'm not too far away from where I have to do my invisible part. So I don't want to do it real big and then have to, I don't want to space it out too much and then have to go back through and, you know, like I said, I have enough to make it, to place my tracks a little closer than usual. Okay, and this actually should have went a little bit further, but it's all good because it's going to come up and come down. With this being 10-inch, and you know, this being the longest that the bob can be, like right here, you know, you got to take it shorter to really get that angle, not unless you're kind of just cutting it all the way around like here, and then just really layering that back up real good. Okay, I'm going to space it out just a tad bit more than what I had been doing it. Not a whole bunch, but a little bit more, so that it won't be, so I won't take advantage of the fact that I have 2 whole bundles. Because you never know Okay. Starting back here. Like I said, I was going to space it out a little bit more and then come down. Oops. Kind of come down where I had missed that. Okay. Okay. So I have this much left. So I still have some leverage to cover the rest of my head. Not that much to be, playing around, but you don't want the bottom to be real thick and then the top be really, skimpy, and then you can see straight through your hair. You don't want that. Kind of use the table to help me when it gets to these longer pieces. Okay. Okay. As you heard, sometimes you have to make adjustments. Secure those pieces, then go back around and tighten everything else back up. And just run your finger around. That's it. So as you see, getting a little skimpy, so you want to make sure. So about now, I'll start spreading it out a little bit more. She should have known by then.
He left for 3 hours. What school was he going to?
He was trying to find something. Oh, sorry. Me and the hubby discussing the Martin show when he supposed to be getting Gina a gift for their anniversary, and he told her that he had it and he really didn't, and she like really believed him. But guess you should believe your husband. But see that fullness, and that's what I wanted. So when I do that bob, I just automatically have that, that bend and that, fullness, and I'm loving it. Loving it already. Okay. So I have about this much. And I think I'm going to split this, because it's just like a really thick you know, as I get to the top of my hair. I already have one split for my invisible part, but as I get to the top of my head, I kind of like it to be a little more thinned out, so it doesn't, you know, look like a hump or anything. Okay, so I'll kind of cut this off, but see how that's like that? That's not gonna last. When you comb your hair, that's gonna come right out. So you want to basically cut that off. I'm gonna cut that brown off because I want a blonde piece basically to be right there. I mean, you're not even gonna see that. I'll save that part for an invisible part because I really kind of want to have my blonder pieces by me. So as I get up here, I can kind of wow. Okay. So I'm going to start right here instead of at the tip of my hair like I was before and go around. And go up like that. I want to bust all this up. Anyway, so I'm not too much worried about that being brown right there because when I do my invisible part, I'm going to cut it so that that blonde is popping because this is actually where it's all going to be at. So I'm not too much worried about that. I like how that color is just all up in there. Oh, I love it. Okay. And how it's just already, you know, really coming together. So I have this much left and this much left on the top of my head to get it in. So I'm going right here. And I don't have to, you know, I can do gaps in between there because the invisible part is going to cover a lot of this. So when I get up to this point, I really don't worry about it because the invisible part is, you know, a lot of little pieces and a lot of little hair. Hairs that's going to really just work that out. So you have watched me put this in. Okay, and as I get right here, I'm going to make sure that's closer. And then as I get right here, wow. Okay, hold that down. Then take that, make sure that's closer to the back though, and kind of connect that right here. And I'll be back for part 2 as we're getting closer to the top of my head. I told you I was gonna try to record me doing this whole thing. Okay.